breaking news all day surrounding the deaths of 3 LA County Sheriff's deputies killed in an explosion at this training facility in East LA. Tonight, we have learned their names. The LASD tells us they were Joshua Kelly Eklund, beginning on the left, Victor Lemus in the middle, and William Osborne. They served 19, 22, and 33 years, respectively, with the department. All were assigned to the Special Enforcement Bureau's Arson Explosives Detail. With that, we will welcome you. You are watching LA Live News Tonight. Thank you for being with us. I'm Marla Tejas. Let's take you upstairs and show you what this looked like from above today. Skyflocks flew over this morning to give perspective of this training facility. You can see where it is in relation to the 710 there, south of the 110 and west of the 710. The I-10, pardon me, in comparison to the surrounding area. This is where those homes and neighbors have said the blast was loud enough to wake them up.
I feel so bad for the sheriff. Like, yeah, it's so bad to hear that next to me. The other thing, you're like a kind of worried because my property is next to them. Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, you worry a little bit, but I worry more for their life, for people.
The investigation has since shifted to an apartment complex, this one here in Santa Monica, where the deputies were called yesterday to help with an explosives call. Now, the cause is under investigation by the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, the ATF. The FBI is also involved. The deputies were longtime members of the department's Arson and Explosives Unit. For the latest on this tragedy, we want to go live to Fox 11's Ed Lascos. He's there in East LA with more tonight. Ed?
Marla, very sad day. The LA County Sheriff's Department hurting tonight. Its most tragic day, its most deadly day in almost 170 years in its history, the death of 3 deputies. Quick look. Joab will give you a look across Eastern now. That's the entrance here to the training center in East LA. All sealed off, still part of an active investigation. See the sign over there, County of Los Angeles. Just a little while ago, they came out and put that wreath in front of the entrance to the training center, commemorating the 3 deputies who lost their lives here a few hours ago. To the video we go and give you an idea on how this all unfolded from Skyfox. That's the area there in the training center where the deputies are working on the ordnance. When all of a sudden tragedy hits, it explodes, blowing out windows of some of the black and white cruisers, ripping through a tarp that was over the bomb truck itself. The deputies were part of the Special Enforcement Bureau, the elite bomb squad. Lots of years of training. Marla, you were talking about it. 19, 22, 33 years of experience, line of duty, giving their time and their training, extensive training here when all of a sudden this happens. So there's still many unanswered questions, but on this night, everybody dealing with the emotions and the tragic loss. Let's start it with Sheriff Robert Luna. Listen.
If you're familiar with our Special Enforcement Bureau, they're the best of the best. And the individuals who work our arson explosives detail, they have years of training. They are fantastic experts. And unfortunately, I lost 3 of them today.
All these people had 20-plus years on. This is not an assignment that you get to your first day or your first year or your first 10 years. These are some of our very best.
Just still kind of processing. It's been a shock to me this morning, and I'm sure it'll sink in later. But these are, like I said, we lost some of our finest deputies today.
I have met with 2 of the 3 families thus far, and as you can imagine, those were extremely challenging conversations. So, anyways.
The sheriff rocked with the emotion there at his press conference. And then the other part of this story, it is unfolding over in Santa Monica at this apartment complex. Lincoln and Day, federal agents, all type of investigators there all day long as the story goes, and some video and some pictures exclusive to Fox 11 News showing some of the ordnance that appear to be grenades that were collected there by the bomb squad members yesterday when they were called out to that area. They were apparently found in a storage area in a garage section as they were renovating that area. So that ordnance collected there, brought over to the training center, and then as the deputies were working on that ordnance to try to render it inactive or harmless, that's when the explosion happens and the deputies are killed. And then a little while ago, that grim procession of the deputies their bodies taken over to the coroner's office in downtown LA as we come back out live. So again, this area is sealed off. You've got all type of investigators. We're talking about the feds, the FBI, the ATF, county sheriff's investigators, homicide investigators here. A long list of so many unanswered questions, Marla, as the investigation goes on, and certainly the accountability tracing back to those grenades, that ordinance. But at this night, though, at least at this hour, it's all about the heavy hearts and the emotion, the loss of the 3 deputies here by the Sheriff's Department.
Yeah, and you talked about the fact that this is the largest loss of life since 1857 for the department.
Yeah.
And you really saw that in the procession. You alluded to this, but it was double rows of deputies when those bodies entered the medical examiner's office, Ed.
Yeah, and you know, yes, very much so. And I was going to say, if I can, the emotional part of it is, you know, when unfortunately we see these solemn, grim processions, when we lose these heroes, these law enforcers, you usually have that one white medical examiner's van that leads the procession. And here, as it was going through Eastern Ave and heading over to the 10 freeway, heading downtown, you had the 3 white vans from the medical examiner's office, the coroner's office. And I got to tell you, as it made the bend over here, there were folks, many folks, who were standing, some with the American flag. Joab was talking to one lady who actually broke down and started crying, saying she was a mother of some military members, and she knows how the loss hits home. So it was a very sad situation, not just for the Sheriff's Department, but a lot of folks, especially here in East LA. They deal with a lot of the Sheriff's members here, the training center, some of the restaurants down further on Eastern Ave. So this loss hits everyone, if you really think about it.
Absolutely. So if you're out and about tonight, you see someone in law enforcement, thank them for their service, because they do what so many of us don't. They put their lives on their line every single day. Ed Lascos, thank you so much for your reporting. Some reaction, this one from the mayor of Los Angeles. She said this on X, saying in part, the city of LA is supporting the LASD through this horrific incident in Monterey Park. LAFD, ATF arson investigators, and members of the LAPD bomb squad are assisting at the training facility. The thoughts of all Angelenos are with all of those impacted by this blast. Also on X, Governor Gavin Newsom, he says this is a heartbreaking day for California. Jennifer and I are holding their families and the entire Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department in our hearts. We will never forget their service to our community.